Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. A hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later from our college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exam to test our knowledge, and as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Because he's teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by XLR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty, who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared. And if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with XLR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also, there was another point. Yeah, so our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone, which is really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother, I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest XLR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary, that is the students' doubts gets cleared and everything else. So today I came down to the XLR office to collect my certificate. So I got to know about what other courses XLR is offering. It included data analysis, data analyst, social media marketing, and full stack Java, and many more courses which were interesting, and they gave us an insight of how everything happens. And they take you through the course from the starting of the course to the end, and what next, that is placements as well. How you should be going into the interviews and how you should be approaching to companies, your resume building, and there were so many things which XLR is going to help you in, and they are ready to give you all the knowledge required even if you are a beginner. So I really felt good about this visit, and I would really recommend XLR to everyone who's listening to this, and also to all my friends, that I had a very good experience with XLR, and I would suggest you to experience the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish and I am from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology. I am here to share my experience about XLR program. I took part in the XLR program that was conducted in the last month about the mobile app development using Flutter. What I liked the most about this session was the trainer started from the scratch. That means even the beginner who don't know about the basics of the program, even they can learn the most from this program. It gave me hands-on experience by developing a project which was the final outcome. Thank you XLR for giving me this opportunity, and I would also recommend all my friends to take part in the XLR programs. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were
Very good afternoon to one and all those who are present today for today's launch of faculty development program on data analytics using Power BI. I would request all the faculties to give a gentle reminder to your colleagues and peers as we are starting the session shortly. A warm welcome to all the dignitaries present today, faculties, HODs, principal. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Amit Saha, Associate Director, XLR, who brings in 25 years of experience in the leadership in sales, marketing, and edtech, a seasoned speaker, mentor, and today's host. Over to you, Mr. Amit.
Thank you so much, Nitya. And it's really exciting to see a full house again once more to this enriching program from the House of XLR, that is we normally call as the Everyday Learning. And I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the who's who of from the academia and as well as from the industry as well to make out time from their busy schedule and who had made themselves available on today's date. Today, we actually have a very elaborate list of distinguished guests. So, without wasting time, I would quickly move on to the launch process of this session. Yeah, so Nitya, if you can kindly confirm that whether my
Yes, Amit.
slide is visible.
Yes.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Amit. You are audible.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, again today we are on the verge of starting again a very exciting journey of conducting a faculty development program on data analytics using Power BI as the data visualization tool. And before we move on to start of the program, many of you are already aware, but those of you who have joined in new, just a very quick walkthrough about our journey of last 12 years, as we started with a very humble beginning around end of 2013, and with just about three programs, and we started simultaneously at Hyderabad and Bangalore, and then moved on to launching our data science and artificial intelligence program, and there has been a constant growth of our activities from then on. Moving to 2018, starting off with new offices in multiple states, in Pune, and then to Mumbai, collaborating with Stanford University, Germany, have been awarded by Deloitte amongst the fastest 50 growing tech companies. Subsequently, for 2 years between 2018 to 2022, uh, expanding our course range from only 3 to more than 70 plus as on today's date, and more than 2 lakh plus learners getting onboarded. 2022 was a year when we moved into our strengthening our association with bodies like NASCOM with their digital skill initiative, and today we boast of being one of the most premium members of NASCOM Future Skills Prime. And finally, we stand at a space where we are consistently operating over the 5 cities, 8 branches, and strengthening our collaboration by doing joint collaborative certifications with IIT Madras, IIT Jammu, and we also have christened our partnership with Swime Plus as the NCRF and NSQF graded programs. We'll talk more in detail, but this whole initiative today, what we stand on, is all because of the sheer, uh, you know, uh, enthusiasm and the thought process shown by none other than our CEO, Mr. Ram Tava, who happens to be an alumnus of IIM Calcutta, uh, an entrepreneur, a leader with multifaceted management professional, and he brings along with him more than 3 decades of expertise across multiple domains as project manager, delivery head, vertical head in multiple MNCs and top-notch organizations. But through his passion towards training, he has imparted training to more than 5,000 plus professionals, learners, and worked through various capacities such as project manager, vertical head, various companies. Ably supported by Mr. Srinivas Reddy, who happens to be our director and alumnus of Indian School of Business, ISB Hyderabad. carrying with him more than 1.5 decade, almost 17 plus years of experience in statistics, machine learning, deep learning, having worked with prominent organizations like Cyient, Infosys, Accenture, and his last employment association with Mercedes-Benz R&D as a senior data scientist. He has primarily worked in the areas of, in the domains of aviation, telecom, banking, and automotive domains. And also he carries the common feature with Ram, that is about being passionate about training. So he has trained more than 3,500 of faculty on data science and AI modules, and more than 10,000 plus students across the globe. He also has the privilege of carrying along with him multiple published articles and white papers on various platforms. In this tenure, what we have operated, we also have strengthened our position by having formal MOUs with national and as well as state level skilling bodies like iHub Divya Sampark, which is of IIT Roorkee, and DST, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India initiative, AP State Skill Development Corporation, AP State Council for Higher Education, in Telangana with TASK, and in Karnataka with KMBC. So in the in the areas of higher education, we actually boast of having formal association with three of the prominent IITs, that is IIT Madras, IIT Roorkee, and IIT Bombay. We have done multiple programs with them, and also with BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. And of course, the major skilling initiatives from the government departments, that is of NASSCOM, Future Skills Prime, and SWAYAM Plus. So certain awards and recognitions also has come in as per the way we have moved forward with our dedication and perseverance. Today, after a decade of operating in this platform, we boast of being able to cater to more than 70,000 plus faculties as a part of this particular initiative, which you are experiencing and going to experience today and henceforth in the both STEM and non-STEM domain, and through the student development programs, where on today's date close to around 8 lakh plus students are part of this particular learning initiative every day. That is the reason why this platform is known as everyday learning. A consistent process in a disciplined manner of dedicating 2 hours a day, we expect that they would be at least be able to enter into a space whereby they gain certain relevant knowledge on any domain whatsoever. And specifically with the emerging technology, this becomes as a higher relevance. We also have conducted more than 600 plus webinars and seminars and workshops in respective higher education institutions. And we have expanded our technical programs to more than 40 plus domains or programs as a whole. And this all has been nurtured very carefully through the learnings that we have got through association with more than 5,000 plus recruitment partners, majorly dominated by the small and medium enterprises. And all the success of these numbers that I just spoke about, 100% credit goes to the consistent support that we have received from our academic association through MOUs with more than 2,000 plus HEIs, the higher education institutions spread across the country. Some quick, breakdown of the participants. If you look at a very cursory look, at a very top level look, which has basically catalyzed for this transformation in the classrooms through this learning through the SDPs and FDPs and the academic reach that you can see. It is pretty well spread across engineering and as well as the non-engineering segment amongst the 8 lakh plus students who are part of this particular programs of everyday learning, and more than 71,000 faculty members, which is again reasonably spread across in the engineering and the non-engineering segment. This is not just happened just like that. A relevant example and a true experience of it happens on today's date when we are talking, when I am, showcasing this with the particular program that you are experiencing. If we take the today's morning's count, you see for the program on data analytics and Power BI that we are launching today, we already have by today morning almost close to around 12,500 registrations from the faculty spread across the country. Of course, led by states from Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. where we have our major footprint. But at the same time, even states like Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, and Odisha also coming up strongly with our interest in also expanding our footprint across these kind of geographies as well. If you look into the institutional spread, of course, being the focus on more on the emerging technology space, engineering, engineering participation from faculty or from the engineering or STEM network is on the higher side. But then degree is not to be left behind. They are also competing in that particular space. Overall, this association creates a holistic environment of consistent and continuous learning through the MOUs, through industry conducting industry webinars, FDP programs, and this consistency of learning through the state-of-art LMS, the learning management system, access that we provide to the learners for continuous access of the same. And the trainings are initiated or curated to be absolutely professional in nature as per the demand of the hour and based on the emerging technologies and the dynamism with which the formats are changing. It is substantially added up with assignments and assessments so that people can practice while they are learning. And industry use cases makes it more user friendly and giving them the insight about the real life use cases. And of course, the students can use it much more for their final placement preparations. We have a very, very robust LMS. And anyway, my colleague Amar will be giving you a run through of the same in some time. So I would restrict on highlighting much on that. As seen by the popularity, you see the SDP programs, we have reasonably seen the domains like data structure and algorithms, which is the foundational base for all the students when it comes to entering into their careers. For campus placements, ChatGPT and generative AI, one of the most featureized, domain in the learning graph, and Salesforce, Python with Excel, ChatGPT, AI, etc., has been the most prominent, or participation-wise, we see more participation on these domains. When it comes to faculty members, we have done a lot of programs in recent past on agentic AI and generative AI, and this is the talk of the town, as we all know, on deep learning. Of course, digital marketing, when we go into a non-specific domain for any other enterprise or entity as a whole, today people can really can't keep themselves away from digital marketing knowledge and data analytics, etc. These are some of the exclusive faculty development programs we have done in the recent past, and some of the typical templates of the certificates that there has been shared across. Some of our recently conducted programs with some of the eminent higher education institutions, I'll like to quickly featureize out here. Yes, with IIT Roorkee, we had done programs on time series analysis and predictive analytics using statistics and machine learning with industry experts like Akash from Accenture as a principal data scientist. We have done with Shambha Rao as industry specialist for for full stack development as per Industry 4.0 for IIT Bombay faculty members. We have also done joint initiatives with IIT Roorkee as a skill up for final years with a 240 hours of customized and curated program on campus recruitment training program. And we saw more than 60,000 students participating in the SEM, and many of them completed end to end, almost more than 5,000 students receiving the certificates from IIT Roorkee. So today, on that note, with that background, we are on the verge of moving into a new program starting today. That is a faculty development program on data analytics using Power BI. So I am truly privileged. In fact, the entire XLR team is truly privileged to have, just give me a second. Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we actually have a very long list of distinguished guests today for the launch of this program. Um, in fact, probably a couple of them are taking a little bit of more time being engaged in their dedicated engagements. So we would have to probably, I would request everybody to just bear with me for some time. And meanwhile, what I will do is that I would like to introduce the subject matter expert from with the rich industry experience and expertise who would actually handhold all the participants who are eagerly waiting for being a part of this data analytics with Power BI program. And it is none other than Mr. Muhammad Arif, who is a distinguished data analytics trainer with almost close to around 2 decades of professional experience, out of which almost more than 12 years plus he has specially dedicated and focused on data analytics training and mentoring. um, he has trained more than 10,000 plus learners across the edtech platforms, colleges, and corporates. He is an expert in advanced Excel, VBA, MySQL, Tableau, and Power BI with a strong focus on practical learning. That is what is the need of the hour. I hope everybody is actually waiting for the same, that they would gain actual hands-on experience through these sessions, which will make everybody more, engaged with this particular program. And he's also known for transforming analytical concepts into actionable business insights. So before I move with introducing our distinguished guests for today, I would request Mr. Muhammad Arif to probably come on the stage and share a bit of an experience, a bit of an insight about your experience, the kind of engagement that you had been through, and what probably the learners can expect over the coming 10 days, or coming 5 days, 10 hours of this on the engagement of this particular topic. And before I move on to introducing the guests and let know about their views as well. Over to you, Mr. Muhammad Arif, please.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for giving the opportunity. Yeah, myself, Mohammad Arif, guys. I'm be a trainer for your tools for a data analytics profile, where I have overall years of experience already explained by Amit. So I have 2 decades. I'm working it out. I started my career with the telecom industry. I work for Vodafone Uninor as a backend TVM division, guys. There I started with the training materials, where I trained with various tools for various corporate companies and various, I can say, platforms I worked out, where I given the knowledge sharing of the subject, because today's world is all about the data. Without the data, you can't do any analyzations or any productivity in your market or any demand. As you know very well that if you have a data, that is nothing but equal to asset, right? So where you can convert this particular data into a meaningful insights so that you can get work on those things. During my, I can say, working profile, as well as when I'm working for a data industry, when I'm working for a corporate industry, right? I used to work it out. Generally, if I just say my, I can say experience, I work for a telecom sector, where we have to handle with the various right telecom sectors activities, such as maybe a marketing elements, maybe a sales prospective basis, or maybe a service provided basis. In all the levels, we have to work on the data, because based on the data only, we can have a prediction, we can have a forecasting, we can just have an analyzation of a data. So it's all about helps you out when you're working on the data. These BI tools will help you out a lot. When I started my career, I can say that time we used to have to work on Excel, or most probably we worked on a PPT platforms, right? Usually we have to prepare the data manually, repeatedly, doing a similar type of an exercises to analyze our information, to analyze or forecasting our sales or productivity performance. But nowadays, as we have these tools called as Power BI, Tableau, Alteryx, these will help you out for making a dynamic visualization part or a dynamic reporting things. As you know very well that now we have an industry where it is no monopoly, right? As we have a different elements, right? Every day there will be a task, every day there will be a right, options where you have to work on the productivity basis, right? A small mistake also goes wrong if you're not working on the data. To monitor, to examine, right, or to performance, we basically use the analytics tools, right? All this my experience, I can say from the last 2 decades, I am working on Excel, which also an analytics tool, right? But I usually, as we can say that it has been my move to now to the BI tools such as Tableau is there, Power BI is there, where I can bring it out for in my experience basis, how we can work on the data. But when you are going with the data, we have to crunch the data also. We have to clean the data. We have to structurize the data. We have to maintain the data. How we are going to do all these elements, how we are going to do a connectivity basis, what will be the best way when you're working on the data, how do you think, how do you going to work on the data. So we'll go ahead detailedly analyzing on the data in upcoming training program. I'll just request you guys to bear with me so that because it's a technical subject, initially you might feel little bit difficulty. But when you are keeping adding the things, when you're just working on that subject, it becomes very easy you to understand and work on the data. Because end of the day, it's all about what comes in, what goes out. If you know that business mind technology, I can say the algorithms, you can easily work it out. I hope it is clear on this part, right? So I can just wind up my, I can say, speech over here only. I can just hand over to Amit. Amit will take forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. In fact, everybody is going to be with you for this entire duration, Mr. Arif. So
Thanks.
probably we would just, try to complete the course of today. So
Sure.
let me just, get into introducing the first guest of honor for today. And before I move on, again, just because some of the guests has just joined in, uh, in last couple of minutes, just to give a quick insight that today we are starting our National Faculty Development Program on data analytics using Power BI, and that's where it is basically a continuation of an exercise which we started since last more than 36 months, and we have been consistently and continuously conducting the similar programs, and kind of transformation that we have been able to bring across in the higher education ecospace. uh, we see the participation of the students in the student development programs across more than 8 lakhs, and very well spaced between the engineering and the non-engineering segment. Whereas from the faculty side also, in the faculty development programs, it is evenly balanced between the engineering and degree non-STEM domain faculty also equally participating in these programs, and strengthening that participation to more than 70,000 on today's date. If as a just a quick example of the continuation and the impact that we are creating, today's program that we are starting, we have already received more than 12,500 participation requests, that is the registrations, spread across pretty much decently in the different geographies of the country, and even in the demography wise also, between the STEM and the non-STEM category of participants from across the country. So on that note, I am really, really, sorry for the delay, and of course, highly privileged as a team to have with us our distinguished guests for today. So at the onset, I would like to invite Mr. Kishore Kumar Angavelu, Corporate Social Responsibility and Philanthropies India at Microsoft. He is a CSR lead, the corporate social responsibility lead at Microsoft, with almost close to around 1.5 decade of experience in driving technology-led impact. He managed portfolios like AI skills and AI airband tech for social impact and employee engagement. He is the former CSR manager at TCS and Microsoft, with 9+ years in corporate social responsibility leadership. Designed and executed 100 plus programs in AI, digital education, and social impact across India. A very passionate enthusiast on the different learning skills, and he has been leveraging technology for development and nurturing of talent and empowering undeserved sectors. So on that note, I would request Mr. Kishore Kumar Thangavilu, please, I mean, get on the dais and take over the stage and share your thoughts over the next probably 4 5 minutes, giving all the faculty members from the higher education space who has made out time from their busy schedule to be a part of this uh, rich learning that they are expecting over the coming 5 days, that is over this entire week, covering almost 10 hours. So over to you, Mr. Kishore, please.
Yeah, thank you. I hope everyone can hear me. Yeah, my
Yes,
name is.
yes.
Thank you. Pleasure connecting with you all, and glad to be part of this FDP program where Microsoft would partner with you all and then help in enhancing your skill sets. The introduction is already taken care. So I lead CSR for Microsoft, especially the Microsoft Corporation India Private Limited, and I am here today to let you know what will be the offerings that Microsoft would enable for this FDP program primarily, where I would like to say that in the aspect of data analysis, Microsoft would not only limit itself to make you learn Power BI, but we would also want you to learn something called Microsoft Fabric, Microsoft Purview, Microsoft Power Apps, and Power BI. Please, I think these four are interrelated concepts that makes you to do a much better data analysis and data visualization engagements, especially because the fabric is a broader term that holds everything. Purview something that takes care of security and everything on the data, and then BA is something which is used for your visualization. Power apps, especially your Power Automate and all the other power things, will help you to kind of determine flow and other aspects. So again I repeat, Purview, Fabric, Power BI, Power Platforms, including Automate and everything. So please make sure that you learn these four concepts together with an view on data visualization and data analysis. And when you do that, kindly also let's make sure that the role of artificial intelligence in this technology is learned, because AI is transforming every thing that you do, and data internal analysis is very much intertwined with AI. All the four applications that I meant, all of them have some of the best features from AI, which helps it that you can do the work faster, you can do easier, you need not even know power those codings to do that application. So definitely all this is possible for AI. So we will share the links to you which can help both XLR team and you to drive it. So in a nutshell, four applications, please learn them all, then try to use them for your data analysis work. But in the meantime, as you learn four, please have a basics of general AI, like generative AI, and the kind of application of generative AI, so that you are able to apply it in these four application and do work faster, do work at a much expected pace, and be in line with what is expected out of your job roles. Thanks for the opportunity. I look forward to contributing and supporting you all in this journey, and I will give way for the others. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Kishore. Of course, we are looking forward for a much more deeper engagement with the CSR initiatives of Microsoft, and a very, very nice insight that you have given with reference to the way the learners would aspire to have the learnings integrated on the the four concepts that you mentioned about Fabric, View, BI, and with the Power Apps, and also how to integrate the AI applications on top of it based on the real-time need and the dynamism with which the industry's requirement is transforming. So thanks once more for sharing your insights through your experiences and giving a quick understanding about how Microsoft is visualizing this opportunity. On that note, I would move on to invite the second guest from the industry today with us, Mr. Dr. Ramesh, Chapter Lead, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh Indian Literacy Project, short ILP, carrying with him more than 2 decades of experience in NGO and CSR sectors across education, health, agriculture, livelihoods, and community development. His expertise spreads across multi-state project management, government collaboration, and evidence-based planning. He is highly skilled in capacity building, stakeholder engagement, and donor management for sustainable impact. He is also the chapter lead for Telangana and Andhra Pradesh ILP since June 2024, and is leading the STEM labs and career counseling projects in more than 700 schools spread across the states. and which in turn benefiting more than 1.5 lakh students annually. So definitely the initiative that XLR also is taking in launching this faculty development program for the STEM, non-STEM faculty members who has joined in today and has been a part of this particular initiative. Uh, Mr. Ramesh, I would request to please share your thoughts over the next 4 5 minutes on the different initiatives that is being taken care of by ILP and particularly how the initiatives of everyday learning from XLR can probably amalgamate and create a better learning environment for learners. Over to you, Mr. Ramesh.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Ramesh, you are audible.
Yeah, it's good. I'm happy to be here and sharing a platform with you all people. And you all came across with the completion of your graduation, maybe from BTechs. These students are, yeah, okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, faculties.
mostly they come from as faculty members
Hmm.
across India, majorly coming in from the engineering background,
Okay.
and as well as from the non-engineering as well,
Okay.
aspiring for getting themselves acquainted with the
Mhm.
the emerging technology space.
Okay, okay. So, of course, as in the introduction, ILP is also doing the same programs at the school level. So, we are providing the career guidance to the 6th to 10th class students. Of course, XLR is providing a trainings after the graduation or technical courses. So, this is good to know and good to learn about the XLR, and we are looking forward to work with XLR and learn from you guys. And of course, this at this moment I would like to say say welcome to you all, and have a good learning for this thing. And I hope we'll meet again. And yeah, yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh, for your nice insights on what ILP is doing for the encouraging the learners throughout the states. Uh, just a second, let me also.
Yeah, from now we will give a reference to the students to have a check with the XLR site also, so that the children will also get to know about XLR and about your programs.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Cherry on the cake. That kind of encouragements will always help us. So, on that note, I would move on to from the industry partners to distinguished guests from the academia, and I would like to call on stage one of the most eminent members in this digital learning transformation, pan India, and representing, I would say, both the industry and as well as the academia. Uh, just give me a second. Yeah. So I would like to introduce on the stage Dr. Suman Bhattacharya, Director of Career School, KIT University, Bhubaneswar, with his rich experience of more than 2.5 decades in IT services, product development, and as well as academic proliferation and as well as transformation. Uh, because I mentioned at the very beginning that probably he is the right person to also make, talk about the bridge between the academia and the industry on today's date because of his rich time spent with more than 1.5 decades at TCS and also being a part of AI-powered digital innovation. He's a professor and PhD guide in computer science and IT product management with expertise in AI, ML, software engineering, and so on. With rich, I would say, expertise on having more than 47 research papers and 6 patents on different aspects like speech technology, NLP, and edtech innovation. He is also the member of governing bodies at IGNU, UPS Dehradun, and more than 6 other universities, where he drives academic reforms and research initiatives. He is also a mentor and innovation advisor to 20,000 plus students in CBSE and international schools, and is a TOGAF 9 certified enterprise architect. If this list probably will go on, so with the for the limitation of time, I would probably reserve my talks out here for him. I would request Dr. Suman to please share your thoughts on basis of this digital transformation, the continuous learning requirement, and XLR initiatives and the collaborations that we enjoy with KIT University. Over to you, Dr. Suman, please.
Hi, good afternoon. I hope I'm audible to all of you, right?
Yes, absolutely. Clear and fine.
Thanks, Lord, because due to technical paucity again, I joined late now. So sorry for the inconvenience caused for 45 minutes last time trying to join. So thanks a lot for quick and nice introduction, Amit, regarding my journey from corporate to academia. Of course, before joining corporate, I was in academia for almost 4 or 5 years. And then I thought I should join, got an offer in TCS and joined there, and then again come back to academia. So when I was in TCS, I took various roles starting from learning and development to product development for Tata Group, then into the product head of for 2, 3 important key products for university engagement and all. So all this after the going through the role, I thought I should come back to academics and actually solve the real problem what academic is facing today. So the main problem what academic used to face when I used to come in the as a recruiter, you can say from the other side. So I could see a gap between the academia industries. All of us used to say, but nobody was trying to actually minimizing the gap. So that was the biggest problem at that point of time. And I thought sitting at this side and then giving Gyan to to come back and then do something for bridging the gap is not happening. So better to go back to academics and solve the entire problem what we are facing today. So I choose KIT as one of the pilot universities, you can say, where I got a lot of freedom to actually do. It's not easy for academia to accept an industry guy to come and do changes. And my time frame was 3 to 4 years max. So in that time frame, I have to show that how our mindset goes from a typical service mindset to a product mindset, and how to bring a lot of innovation, a lot of research, a lot of IP into the entire system, and see that our students are being pushed to better quality job offers and all. So that was whole intent of mine joining an academia like KIT. So now, of course, that point of time, I used to give I used to preach people that this IT service is not going to stay for long because of my background of, AI. I have seen very closely from year 2000 when Y2K problem was there till 2000, 2004, 5. I have seen and I have solved the problems of making the machine to speak in Indian language, natural language, and I had patents as Amit already told. So that AI was different because even the lab and the data size is very small. But when I talk about AI in industry is a completely different ballgame altogether. So those algorithm which I used to apply in my small data set is no more existing. It's a big chunk of differences come in the algorithm part and also the data size. So looking into the present industry scenario, if you look at service industry, if you look at today's news, you might have seen last 2 days, TCS is 12,000 plus employees are going pink slip. They are, I mean, the mid to senior level people are being driven out, right? So that is not actually 12,000, might be more numbers. So maybe for media it is 12,000. And the difference why it is coming up because it is not exactly the AI impact, but the impact of not enhancing the competency to the level in which today projects to be executed. So problem with the industry today is that they have huge volume of people. 6 lakh for an IT service company is not a small number. And the biggest challenge is to give salary of 6 lakh people at the end of the month, right? So, but when you look at the business side, the major business is BFSI, right? For any IT service company for India. So if you look at BFSI, And if you look at 2 days back, LinkedIn one news also have gone through that banking sectors, like reducing the manpower to almost half of less than that. Like if you look at HDFC as a bank, it is in 2025-26, the manpower headcount will be simply whatever they have today is 50% they want to keep. SBI almost 80% they want to get rid of. No new joinees, only 20% new added might be there for that to specialized roles, not from the fresher perspective, right? So in that case, when the BFSI banking segment doesn't take much of the people, or maybe they are showing the roads to the people that they are no more required in the industry, and this is due to the competency, complacency comes in the mind of the employee that what to do now, which course should I do, and is it valuable for me or not. So a lot of question comes, and you do not. Also, second part is that you do not know from which source should I take this course. Is it a Coursera or Udemy or XLR? You do not know, right? So that question comes, and by the time you trying to find out a solution for it, your job is gone. So in this context, and more job cuts we'll see in the coming few months. So what to do? What kind of training somebody should take, right? So today I was discussing with some of the IT service folks, and I was telling them how the Open University model, which KIT does have some courses called KITEX. So how this Open University model can bring exactly some courses which are benefiting the employees for upskilling their existing knowledge base. Plus, they will get a additional degree. So somebody is a BTech, he will get an MTech degree, or somebody is a BTech, sorry, MTech can get a PhD degree through this extension program like Open University. Then this actually adds a lot of value. Now, why Open University I am proposing here? Because in IT space, I do not need a physical presence at all, because I can have all labs in my cloud. I can always take licenses. I can always ask my learner to log in and start doing the hands-on. I can always assign a projects, because Amit knows how I critically choose the faculty who are going to give training to the students. So out of 15 faculty he shares, I choose one or two, because I know what kind of projects actually the industry need today, and how can I groom my students accordingly. So this is how I have to bridge the gap, right? So even today, if you ask me how I'm doing managing so much a big crowd in KIT, so KIT today's intake is almost 7,500. Out of the 6,000 plus are my computer science, right? And if I do not start training them from the very first year, I just cannot give a training on third year and say go and join the job. It's very difficult, right? And the time frame is very short. So meticulously in an university like KIT, we have done entirely industry requirement shift. Means the kind of courses as an elective or maybe in the main course, and then who are going to provide this? Again, the people are the practitioners. See, I cannot expect a blockchain kind of course can be delivered by a regular faculty, because he has not seen a banking industry where blockchain is actually applied, or a cyber security application in a banking sector. My faculty might not have gained the practical knowledge of this, right? So can I blend this, not simply an FDP, rather can I blend this? Can I send my faculty for an immersion to a particular banking technology sector, and they can spend 6 months and a year time, or maybe my master's students, my MTech, 1 year they do in KIT, and 1 year they completely spend in the industry itself, so that I can create a blend of theory, practical plus industry immersion. So then the kind of products that I'm expecting out of this is fantastic, because all industry says, if you might have seen, many of you, that industry now want people who are MTech. See, few years back it was BTech hiring, it's MTech, because MTech people are more matured, and they can solve more R&D sort of problem which the company is facing today. So looking into all these aspects of technology shift of deep tech drives of in almost every sector, whether retail or e-commerce or maybe manufacturing or banking, whatever you talk about, looking at the deep tech entry into that, more of AI ML or more of IoT, more of sensor driven things, then I have to bring industry flavor onto this. And XLR, what benefits I'm getting out of XLR is, I've tried many trainers, XLR, they have almost everyone is an industry guy. Sometimes you find some kind of, communication as an issue, that feedback I can give upfront here, but knowledge-wise, people have a lot of good knowledge. So when you talk about blending of project plus, classroom delivery, so then these industry guys best fit in here. Right. So that is why XLR has got the combination that they do have is, the industry folks who have actually worked in a problem statement in an industry, and they are going to deliver. So that is the best part. I think for last more than 1.5 years, I'm engaged with them with training on various, SDP and FDP and all. But very recently, for last 3-4 months, we've engaged them on a very focused training program for a particular industry, and students have done fantastically well. So that is how the change I'm seeing, like the kind of training I'm giving from a academic fraternity and training I'm giving from an industry fraternity, there is a difference coming. Definitely, I cannot say that academic guys is not doing well. He's doing well, definitely. From a theoretical aspect, it's fine. Maybe from a lab aspect, it's fine. But when I talk about industry application part of it, how the big picture of AI is today in banking, big picture of AI in e-commerce, big picture of AI in manufacturing. So that industry guy can bring the flavor and really minimize the gap. So that is how we can bring in such flavor, and we have to start it very early, from at least from the third semester, if not first or second. So the student gets third, fourth, fifth, sixth before he goes into a job interview. So fourth semester, at least 3 to 4 good internship students should do. So the profile is also richer. They have got hands-on experiences on the technology they talk about, and they get into real-time internship in the paid internship in the 7th and 8th semester and get a fantastic PPO out of it. So that is how the entire things I have designed here in KIT, and believe me, the results which I have seen for last 5-6 years. So when I joined, it was the average salary was 3.54 lakhs per annum, and predominantly the IT service driven. So today, if you look at KIT, average salary is almost 11 lakhs per annum, and these are majority are in the product space or a consulting space or a solutioning space. And IT service, if you talk about almost the last part, 1,500 students, they are being in the IT service. Rest, almost 3,500, 4,000 students are into the space of product consulting or solutioning space. So this is how the transition has happened. And here, the industry actually plays a vital role. The industry, my friends who are there in the industry as a CTO and all, they give you the problem statement for the future tech. Students solve it as a POC or a prototype and then show it to them. So if they are okay with that, they show it to their clients, and the clients are fine, then they get into a PPO, right? So that model is working very nice in this environment. And I hope almost all colleges across India also should start thinking on this line. So even I'm a regular, resource person for FDP in IIT Kharagpur. So when I go and visit also, I don't find much of these kind of industry practices into this. Students do a lot of R&D research, then they publish a lot of good papers. But when I talk about industry applications, so what is the difference between industry application and R&D is the data size. Okay, the industry talk about huge volume of data, real-time data. And processing those data, you need big-time machines, which a college might not have it, right? So today, if you ask me, how do I manage my AI/ML? Because I have to set up a complete NVIDIA, 3 to 4 GPUs at least to start with, which cost around 6 to 7 crores to start with. So small colleges, I cannot expect they can invest so much of money for setting up, because unless and until they do a business out of it, right? So this is how the transition we have to take it. If you really talk about industry training or a problem challenges students would do as an intern, I think all those blend of all those things has to brought into picture. Then only you can say that we are actually bridging the gap between industry and academia, and students are really get the benefit of this entire transition. So this is all from my side. Of course, my connects with Amit is always there. So I am a consultant or advisor to many universities across India, including I was in IGNOU as an advisor for almost 3 years when they were setting up the virtualization of platforms, various platforms to connect to students and all as an open university. So this is how I do work. So over to you, Amit, for
Absolutely.
course of action. Thanks a lot,
Thank you,
everyone.
thank you, thank you so much for the rather deep and enriching insights. Probably yes, working in collaboration for creating certain approach on this note has been a great learning exercise for XLR as well, and probably we would even do better in the coming days. So on that note, I
Amit,
would.
one line suggestions I want to give just for a minute. So why not beyond training, whatever you are providing today from industry people you bring in and all, beyond training, why don't you connect maybe a collaborative platform XLR can create so that the faculty or maybe the researchers can also communicate with each other and really find out what exactly the problem whole world is facing today and how jointly you can find the solution. maybe the solution is with me. Some other university may want that solution, so I can always extend my hand. Similar to that, if I have a problem and X university does have the solution, we can start working together and get the solution out of it, right? So XLR can be the community platform creator who can connect all those people together, right? So beyond teaching, learning process, whatever you do have, I think that community creations can be a great help to everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a very nice insight, and definitely we would like to brainstorm that and try to create a kind of a collaborative environment or a kind of a consultative environment on this aspect as well, Doc. So definitely, we will probably have a more deeper discussion on the same and try to find out a solution on that.
Okay,
And like that, I have one more guest from the academia. Again, a very a person who is very very close to not only with XLR and me personally as well, and always a person to reach out to at any given point of time. And a long-term, I would say, supporter of XLR initiative, and none other than Professor Dr. Amar Singh Vidate, Professor and Head of the Department of Computer Engineering and Chairman of Training and Placement. So a very rich mix of academia and as well as the outcome base that we talk about, that how these learners will ultimately engage in their first opportunity of their career. So that's what is being curated by Dr. Vidate sir and his team. He holds a PhD in computer engineering with specialization in wireless networks and mobile computing. Brings a rich 30 years experience on academic and industry and programming, public speaking, leadership. I know he has been also very supportive to different other different startup initiatives as well in the group, and recipient of multiple awards for research in wireless networks and mobility management. He also drives student-centric innovation and successful industry collaborations, as I've already mentioned earlier as well, for enhanced placement, because placement as a whole, probably some of you might be agreeing to my point that that is incidental. What it is basically an outcome of what we initiate during the course of the previous 2 to 3 years before the students are ready to get into that opportunity of the placement drive. So on that note, I would request Dr. Vidate to share his thoughts for the over the next 3 to 4 minutes, and then we would be moving into the universities and colleges who are collaborating with us for this initiative. Over to you, Dr. Vidate sir. Sorry for keeping you waiting for so long. Hello. Sir, am I audible? Professor Amar Singh Vidate?
Yes, yes, yes. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. You're audible. Clear and
That's
fine, sir.
great. Amit, sir, thank you so much. And it's wonderful meeting again. A great initiative. I have something, a different space in my you say heart, you say mind, for XLR. You know, I deeply respect for its commitment for, bringing academic, knowledge and industry needs. I think the Dr. Suman has taken a lot of good points, but just to add, few more to that, as someone, faculty development program and the topic which was chosen, something in a mix and a need of a time, the way the technologies is growing, right? Everybody is talking about AI, ML, and data science, and definitely Power BI acts as a good platform, as far as the visualization tool is concerned, right? And I've seen, XLR has been doing wonderful work in this space to connect with faculties. I think I have seen this is something, a century of FDP's XLR must have done. And this is a great work. I don't know whether I'm visible properly or not. It's a great work, XLR is doing, because we always talk about industry and academia gap, right? And there are very few industries who are coming forward and really helping the academia, right? In fact, we firmly believe, as far as the faculty development part is concerned, we firmly believe, if you train the trainer, they will definitely, train the students, and accordingly there will be a win-win for any of the organizations. I have personally seen that in my organization, right? Best of the best courses are there, AI, ML, AIDS, and lot of courses are there. And we have been, invested in laboratories a big way, and the way we are getting support from industry. And of course, XLR is there. Just to mention, XLR is our MOU partner, and a lot of student development programs and lot of faculty development programs that we have taken from XLR. And this is I do not want to just say congratulations this point of time, but this is something very different, helping the faculty, where one faculty can teach 100 students, and those 100 students become a professional. That is, I would say, a win-win for any of the faculty. That is, I would say, a win-win for any of the organization, and that is, of course, a win-win for XLR. Uh, I wanted to really appreciate the way XLR is handling the number of faculty programs, and individually the faculties involved in the program. Now today also, if you see, 1,000 plus people are already been joined, so if 1,000 plus faculties have been trained, you can understand the value of that for the society. So you are not only helping the organization, sir, sir, and you're helping, XLR is helping the society, right? And XLR is directly helping the corporates to get the trained trained outcome, I would say, trained students, right? And that is also on what do you say, uh, latest technologies. I have seen your FDPs, the buzzwords. You always catch up the buzzwords, and you always put up those buzzwords as a FDP. And this is something, a great work, I would say. So one message I wanted to give to all the faculty members, like, leverage this opportunity, explore the capabilities of Power BI, and more importantly, take it back to your students, because when teacher evolves, generation benefits. So with this, thank you once again, XLR and Amit sir. Thank you so much for inviting me, and wishing everyone an insightful and productive FDP ahead. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I think you have been spot on with us, sir. And as always, you have been always, putting across those kind and encouraging words to XLR, and that actually keeps the core of our team to, keep on trying, doing the best in this particular domain, in this particular space, and charging ourselves up for bringing in new programs, new initiatives, and so on. And this is what we probably would request for all the faculty members from the fraternity participating today and being and who are all part of this extensive programs. And just to harp upon a point, that what we see out here on this Zoom, because of the interface having the limitations of only allowing 1,000 participants, so that's the reason why the limitation shows us 1,000 participants. But as actually today, by this time, probably more than 2,500 members have joined in, as because we are also YouTube live in YouTube, and many of them also have joined in through the LMS access that has been provided to them. So we would like to keep on growing with the support, and we would like to bring in such new initiatives, in the forthcoming days as well. Uh, on that note, I would like to invite Dr. Rajesha S. In fact, now in this particular in this particular program, like always, we also have strong collaboration from two of the eminent institutions, higher education institutions in the country, and one of them being Atria Institute of Technology, an autonomous institution in Bangalore, trademark known by everybody in across South India specifically and nationally. Of course, they have their own international positioning as well. So, being represented by Dr. Rajesh S. Principal, rich with 30 plus years of experience, including 8 years in industry. And he's an expert in outcome-based education and multidisciplinary curriculum design. Has more than 50 plus research papers been published under his name and led funded projects. He advocates transparent governance and inclusive academic environments and promotes community partnerships, experiential learning, and entrepreneurship. With our close association with Atria and AIT, and being our formal MOU partners, I would now request Dr. Rajesha. First of all, sorry for keeping you waiting for so long because of the technical glitches and the heaviness of the people, crowd joining in the program. So over to you, Dr. Rajesha, for your insightful thoughts with reference to this program. If you can share across to the audience over the next 2 to 3 minutes. Over to you, Dr. Rajesha.
Good afternoon. This is Professor Archana Mota representing Atria Institute of Technology. Due to certain exigencies, our principal, Dr. Rajesha S., had to move on for another meeting. So
Sure.
on behalf of him, he has wished this program a grand success. We are very happy. First of all, we would like to congratulate XLR for conducting such FDPs. They are, through these as FDPs, they are enabling the teachers and faculty to develop on the latest technologies and new whatever new technology tools are there. So every now week almost I can see they are bringing out different programs for faculty as well as students. This has enabled, our institute has also signed an MOU with XLR, and we are very happy with the way the programs are being conducted. Our students have taken advantage of these programs, and we wish this today's program a grand success and looking forward to many such programs and learning. Being Atria Institute of Technology, here I would like to take a minute to introduce our institute. Ours is a technical institution, engineering institution with an MBA program. We are today we are in our 25th year. We have completed 25 years. We started in the year 2000, and we have with 3 programs, and today we have 15 plus programs in our institute. Ours is a autonomous institution, and we are NAC A++ accredited institution. So we would like to always like to associate with XLR and looking forward to good learning for all the faculty fraternity. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. And again, pardon for the waiting period. And of course, I'm sure we would be able to strengthen our association with Atria Institution and looking forward for more customized training requirements to be delivered at your campus. And from there on, I would like to move on to the second very, very eminent institution based at Maharashtra. Uh, Again, top NAC rated institution with Anasai Dangi College of Engineering and Technology at Asta. And being represented, actually, we again due to the time delay and the constraints, probably we are missing out on Dr. Lakshman Vai Wagmode, who is the professor and director. So today, probably it would be represented, the institute would be represented by HOD of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IoT, cybersecurity, including blockchain technology, Dr. Tehsin Mullah. uh, Anasai Dangi also is a NAC top-rated institution, as I've already mentioned. So I would request Dr. Tehsin Mullah to please share your thoughts on this initiative and the collaboration, and probably what kind of further support interventions that you would be looking forward from these initiatives. Over to you, Dr. Tehsin Mullah.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, all. It's my
Very good
privilege
afternoon.
that we have been working with XLR. We have a memorandum of understanding with XLR. Initially, I used to attend many lectures, many web series of XLR, and the trainers are really very hands-on experienced, and the different variety of technologies we get from XLR are very much mesmerizing. Talking few things about our institute, we are an empowered autonomous institute with 26 plus years We are located in Western Maharashtra. Anasai Dangi College of Engineering and Technology is an institution under Shivaji University, Kolhapur, which is renowned for its excellence in technical education, which offers very much inspiring learning environment, state-of-art labs. We have a diverse range of undergraduate programs. We have total of 9 different engineering departments, varying from aeronautical engineering, food technology, civil engineering, computer science and engineering, which is the core branch. Under allied branches, we have artificial intelligence and data science. CSE allied branches, we have Internet of Things, cybersecurity, including blockchain technology. Then we have mechanical engineering. Our institute is accredited with a A++ NAC grade. All undergraduate programs are eligible and accredited by NBA, underscoring ADCET's commitment to the quality education. We here at ADCET are very much envisioned for excellence in technical education. By focusing on employability, we have a very good placement ratio. We foster innovation. We also promote entrepreneurships. For technical platforms, we find that XLR is the best for faculty as well as students. This institute is dedicated to technical skills, equipping technical skills, some ethical values which are necessary in nowadays to thrive in a competitive world wherein we can contribute to sustainable development. We have very neat, well-equipped laboratories with modern facilities, with a highly team of qualified faculty members, experienced, passionate faculty members. This is the backbone of our institute, ADCET. We more emphasize on holistic development, nurturing not just skilled engineers but also responsible individuals with strong ethical and professional values. We mostly take pride in preparing our industry ready graduates. That's why skills are more important. So, meeting with the evolving challenges of this global market in IT industry, we as in faculty and students can grow through such collaborations with the prestigious XLR Solutions Private Limited. We also provide opportunities to students for global perspectives with addressing with local and national needs. Our main goal is to develop proficient technocrats which are capable of contributing meaningful to industry, academia, and society. Talking about today's FDP session, 5 days FDP session, Power BI is more like of data analytics, which gives importance for today's business landscape. Data visualization, data analytics, data insights, making decisions based on what data we receive. Like implementing Power BI in an organization is a very much need in our day-to-day life. Like Power BI doesn't require any coding depth. It is a descriptive or a statistical tool wherein I guess that all engineering branches should be undergoing so that they can represent their data in a very efficient manner. Power BI is provided by, I guess, Microsoft, which is very much interactive. It has very good visualizations. It also provides business intelligence reports. It also allows users to connect to various data sources, not only relying on Excel or CSV files, but other data resources also. It can create interactive dashboards and reports. It can share insights with others. It is web-based deployed and it can make data-driven decisions. Like this is what I understand in a very basic and theoretical way of what data analytics is in Power BI. I hope for the next coming 5 days, the expert trainers from XLR will obviously provide more insights about what Power BI is and how data analytics can change day-to-day problems in every engineering field. So I thank Mr. Amisa for letting me having the opportunity to speak on behalf of ADCET. And thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tehseen. I think we have, overshot our curtain raiser scheduled time. And just to reassure all the eminent members from the academia who had made themselves available today. Whatever time lost, we will definitely generously compensate for that with whatever the additional hours required to properly, deliver the program with its outcome objective being reached. So rest be assured that it would be taken care of. And on that note, we are almost on the verge of completion closure stage of our curtain raiser program. The last, but probably one of the most important category that remains is to give you a quick walkthrough because I see today we have understood that there are a lot of new members who has joined this particular community for the first time. So for their benefit and those who had probably joined after a certain period of gap, to have a proper understanding about the LMS, the learning management system, which will be basically, your core of this particular program as a whole, so that you can continuously explore and keep on in touch with whatever you would be learning over the next 5 days, and revise whenever it is required like a library. And just to give you a quick note, that now our LMS platform is even more enriched and powerful than before. So I would request my colleague Amar to very quickly give the entire audience a very, very quick, walkthrough of our state-of-the-art learning management system journey. Over to you, Amar.
Thank you so much, sir. So, dear faculty members, once again, a very good evening and warm welcome to the FDP by XLR. So, myself, Amar, I will just give you the quick walkthrough on the LMS. So, how you're able to access the material, how you're able to join the session quickly in 5 minutes. So, let me share my screen. So, dear faculty members, those who registered today till morning 11 o'clock, we already given you the LMS access and you received 2 emails from the team of XLR stating that you granted with the LMS access. If you're registered recently, no need to worry. In a 12 hours of time span, you're able to find that mails in your inbox or a spam folder. Okay. So if anybody already registered, not received the mail, please check into the inbox or a spam folder or into the junk. Okay. And now, which mails are that? So let's go through that. The first email is nothing but LMS portal access. Okay. With the subject with LMS portal account details by XLR. Okay. And what step we need to follow first? Open this mail and click on the reset password link. Okay. So XLR LMS portal link is now, as Mr. mentioned that we upgraded and we have some more things which we can provide to the student and faculty members via LMS. So our new portal link is mylearning.xlr.com, and by using that link, we can access the LMS. Okay. So as a first time user or first time accessing the LMS, we have to set our password. So you can check here, we mentioned the reset password link. So if I click there, I will receive an email. Okay. I will receive that email. I need to provide my email address and send a reset request. Okay. So once I send the reset request, so I will need to set a new password. So whatever password you want, we can set that new password here. We can type it here, change your password. And next step, you need to log in. Okay. So if you need to log in, the same URL, whatever we mentioned in the portal link, mylearning.xlr.com, you need to click on this URL. So if I click on this URL, it will take me through this page. Okay. So sometime if you are currently using the same Gmail account, whatever you provided for a registration purpose, you can directly sign in with the Google, not required to reset your password. After signing towards to the portal, you can set your password or you can forget your password again. Okay. So sign in with the Google, that is one option. And if we forget the password, then you can provide your email ID, that is nothing but your username, a registered mail ID and password, which you have already set, and click on the sign in. Okay. So this is the steps of signing. Now let me reshare my screen and I will show you very able to get all this material and how you're able to join the session from the portal. Okay, so once we provide our login credentials, we'll launch here on this dashboard. So I will just give you the glance. So coming to the home page, you will find some courses. Okay, so make sure that you're clicking on the profile and going on to the user side. And in that, you are able to see first is a leaderboard. Okay, so I will just give a idea on this leaderboards like hacker rank or lead code, right? So as Suman sir mentioned that we are providing different training from different universities and colleges, right? So likewise, we have our portal which is embedded with the coding platform. So entirely for all the colleges, the all time this month weekly leaderboards are available. Okay, so now let me go back onto the dashboard once again, and I will show you how you are able to join the session first. So you can check here, if you are logged in, you are also able to see that live session for today. Okay, if you click on that, you are able to see the two options. Okay, so first one, if you want to join the session via Zoom, click on this link. We not required meeting ID and password, but addition to that, if you face any difficulty, you can use that. If you are facing any difficulties over the Zoom, because if we're going to reach the capacity, so sorry for today, most of faculty face the issue to join the session as we reach the capacity of 1000. But all the information, whatever we are sharing over the Zoom, same information we are sharing via YouTube live chat as well. So no need to worry on that part. If you're facing any difficulty or you have any network issue, so kindly join the session via YouTube link. If you click on this link, it will take you through the Zoom. If you click on this YouTube link, it will take you through the YouTube. Now I will just give you the overview how you are able to access the YouTube data as well. Okay, so you can check here. You can check here below the subscribe panel, you are able to see the live chat option. Now let me close this, and if you want to share any query or any question, anything, you can post into the chat box. Now I'm closing this. Okay, I'm clicking once again on live chat. Okay, so I'm able to see that panel here, what I can post all these links. Okay, the registration link, you can check here, the registration link already shared by our team. You can get the feedback link, attendance link here itself. Okay, whatever query or question you are going to have, you can keep posting here. Our team will sort out that. Our team will take forward. Okay, so now let me go back again onto the dashboard, and I want to access the rest material. Like I want to access the attendance and feedback, daily recordings or material or agenda. So you can check enrolled courses. So as I'm a member of Exceler, on my dashboard there are 12 enrolled courses. Now let me search for today's FDP. See, here you are able to see that course, FDP on data analytics using Power BI. Let me open that. Once I open Classroom, I am able to see that here attendance and feedback, program agenda, live sessions, session recordings, and reading material. Okay, so now let's go through the first tab, that is nothing but the attendance and feedback link. So dear faculty members, just few things which we need to take care with the attendance and feedback. So coming to the certificate generation, that will be happening via the attendance and feedback. So minimum 60% attendance is required to get the certificate of participation from team of Exceler and collaborative colleges. Okay, and this link, now most of you using the LMS, few of you are not able to use the LMS or you are just recently registered participant. No need to worry, our team will be sharing the attendance link into the Zoom chat and YouTube chat as well sharp at 4:30. Okay, so by using this link, you have to provide your feedback and attendance, and this link is to be active only between 1 hour, that is nothing but a 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Okay, this is compulsory for the certification purpose, and you can share the valuable feedback about the session with us on a daily basis. Below that, you will be able to see the agenda. Definitely you can go through that, what we are going to learn in this next 5 days. Just main topics we cover updated here. You can go through that, you will get the more insights on that. Then live session, so that I already explained how to join, and the session recording. So even from here also you can join the session from the LMS itself. You can be here and you can share your comment here. You can check here. Okay, so Nikhil sir already posted the comment. You can join the session from here as well. Okay, and now today is day 1. Currently live session is available here, but day 1 to day 5, all the links will be available here. Okay, and whatever the material our trainer sir is going to take, all this material will be available here. Okay, so that's all from my side regarding to the LMS. I hope it's clear. If you are going to have any query or question, definitely our team of LMS is there. You can keep posting into chat box. We'll take care of that queries. So thank you so much. And Mr. Rose to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amar, for a quick insight into the usage, and I can reassure everybody, all the learners, that this is a very, very enhanced, powerful platform that we have created. Amar has already given you a very quick insight about the leaderboard and the other new features that we have added into it. With every time and again, we keep on enhancing our learning engagement and the interfaces, and this will keep on happening in the coming days as well. We have also taken a lot of insights from the invited guests as well, right from the CSR team, Mr. Kishore, who has given insights about the four integrated concepts, to Dr. Suman and Dr. Vidate and Mr. Ramesh. Because this time again, I am just reiterating, we have two very, very important partners partnered with Microsoft CSR initiative and as well as the Indian Literacy Program initiative. Both are partnering with us in this particular FDP program, and likewise we are keeping on enriching our program and creating better engagement for all the learners. So on that note, I again hand over the stage to the man who would be taking you through for this next 10 hours of engaging learning on Power BI, using Power BI tool and doing analytics for with data, that is data analytics with the Power BI tool. And I again reassure to you that whatever this 1 hour engagement has been there, we would definitely look forward for readily compensate that for during your learning path. So on that note, I would please declare that this curtain raiser program to be closing as of now for today, and we start off with the training program and hand over the stage to Mr. Arif Mohammed. Over to you, Mr. Arif.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Good evening, guys, everyone. I hope you everyone doing well. See, we are starting with a data analytics program where with the using of a tool called as Power BI. See, first of all, Power BI is nothing but a data visualization tool, which we'll be using for enhancing, I can say, or getting a more explanation or detailed analysis of a data or getting an insight of a data. Right. So first of all, today, as we have taken much time, first we'll jump into the topic like how to install the Power BI application. Because if you are having the application, then only you can work on the data. Right. So today we'll just start firstly how to initiate or how to install the application in your system. And then going forward, we're going to discuss detailedly what are the layers of the Power BI we have, how you can work it out when you're working on a project element, what are the elements you have to do changes while you're working on the project. We'll go ahead detailedly on those elements. I hope it is clear till here. Okay. Let's just start today's one where we'll just go ahead with the option how to install the application. Right. So let us just start with the tool. Okay, here I can say if you want to work on Power BI application, you have to download the Power BI tool. And there are basically two methods are there where you can do the installation process. One, you can go with a Microsoft Store and you can download it. Very easiest method. You can download from there. I'll recommend you on that. Go for a store and downloading the process. Another one is that you can go ahead and download from the website itself. I'll show you the process step by step, but just for having an idea, I'm just showing on a PPT. Okay. And I'll just give a note to you guys stating that you guys can use this application only under Windows application. If somebody are a Mac users, I'll just simply say that directly you can't use Power BI desktop. Okay. If you want to use, you can go for VMware, right? Virtual machine. You can go ahead with virtual machine, or else you can go ahead with Power BI services. From there, you can work it out. But personally, recommendation is that if you have a Windows application or Windows system, kindly use that one. Okay. So first thing, you just need to go to the option of I can say your Power Microsoft Store, there search for Power BI Desktop. Once you go with the Power BI Desktop, you got in a downloading options. Let me just show you an example on that. Let me just go ahead. With the Chrome application. Here we'll type the first with store. I can go with Microsoft Store. You can click on the store. The first process I'm telling you. So once you click on store, you can see you'll get a store over here. From there, you can type whichever the application you are downloading. In this case, today we are downloading Power BI Desktop application. Okay, just search it over there, Power BI Desktop. As you can see that I'm getting the option as open. The reason behind that, I already downloaded the application, so I'm getting as an open. But a person who is just want to download it, you'll get the option called as get. You'll get the option called as get. We just need to click on that and wait for a while to do the process. System itself works the entire process for you, and then it get installed for you. Am I clear on this particular one? Clear? Another way of doing these things. Other way, if somebody doesn't want to go to the store and they want to download it, okay? So for that, I can say go for a Chrome. There you type Power BI Desktop download. When you go for a Power BI Desktop download, here you can go for a desktop. You scroll down over here. You got the option of downloading options. Once you click on download, a patch file will get downloaded over here. You have to double click on that one, right? There is an installation process where we need to accept the terms and condition and language. If you click on right, next and finish, the application will get installed. Two easiest methods, but personal recommendation is that go with this tool. The reason for that is Power BI is a tool which get updated every month. Remember guys, other tools will update 3 months, 4 months, I can say 1 year, 6 months, right? Or 1 year. But whereas Power BI tool get updated every month. As it is getting every month, you can't keep downloading every month, right? But if you are doing from a store, it automatically get updated for you. I hope it is clear till here, everyone. Yeah. So I'll just request you guys, right after the session. Okay, you guys can download. Just give me a second. Okay, you can download the process. However, because as we have 1,000 people are there, around 900 plus people are there, may not be able to download today, but by using this process, yes, you can download it. Okay, so the first thing is that downloading the application, which you have to do. Now today, we'll try to discuss the next, I can say 30 minutes on the introduction of a Power BI application, right? Why will use Power BI? Yes, Mithali. Yeah, guys, anyone has any query, you can ping in a chat window. That will be great. Okay. As per the necessity queries, I'll just answer on that. Okay. So you guys can drop your queries in a chat window. That will be a great. I hope it is clear till here. Now let us just go ahead with the next one, where we're going to discuss on the insights of your introduction of a Power BI application. Okay, today we'll try to discuss on introduction of a Power BI application and the data sources. The first thing is that you need to understand whenever you are working, because many people, I can think that you may not working on the data. This is the first time you are working on the data. But remember, anyone who won't have to have any information, that is nothing but a data. So data is nothing but a collection of information. The information you gather, today you joined for a training purpose, you got circulate from your college students or maybe your HODs, they had updated you, right? What are the sources, what type of information you get provided, right? How it get benefited. It's nothing but a data asset. Okay, so if I just tell you in a simple layman point of view, now everyone knows that e-commerce websites. Okay, if you're just going with a big billion day sales, how a company predicts which product will sell more, right? How much stock need to be maintained, how much I can say traffic will be generated, all these things, how they'll come to know based on their previous performance, right? Earlier performance, based on the ad service which will be run, the people put the interest notifications. Based on this data only, they'll try to manage and work it out their geographical things, or I can say the website development part, logistic part, or the services part. All these things will be maintained with the help of data only, right? As a layman, like somebody doesn't learn anything, but everyone do the business, right? Everyone do what comes in, what goes out, right? If you understand this concept, then you can easily work on the data. And to improvise your business, what can be the probabilities, possibilities you can do it, on that you guys can work it out. I hope clear on this element. Okay, now let's just start with the first point. When you say what is the data, right? Data is nothing but a information to be collected or a measure to analyze to make a decision make. So when you're getting a data, obviously there will be a information which need to be segregated, customized, or you have to make it out such a way that you can get a meaningful insight from the data, right? So simple word, data is nothing but a collection of information. Now, a data consists of different data types. When you say data types, we also called as, in a layman point of view, categories, right? Now, go ahead with any data. Just maybe you take your college data, your attendance report or your scorecard report, right? What type of information you carry? You might have a text such as name, right, email ID, or you may have a right department or any other platforms you required, any other categorized one that will be in text format. Obviously, when you joined, when the examination has been conducted, all these information will have a dates, right? Scoring, your volumes will be having in a number formats such as sales, purchase, other things. So these are the related data types which will have it. Just for an example, you can see on a screen, I'm just showing you one data set, a sample copy. Here you can see there is an order number, there is an order date, channel, currency code, warehouse code, right, regional index. Like that, a certain right categorized information will be there. So when you have this categorized information, it becomes very easy to work on the data. However, we are not going to work completely on this because this is a data engineer work who actually prepares the data customized into reports. Once we get the data, how you can get a meaningful insights. Just for an example, here I'll just give some picture images, right? You never worked on the You don't know what type of data it is, but by just seeing the visuals, you'll be able to take a call which particular category is giving more sales to you. If I just put an example of the first bar chart, this is known as a bar chart, as you can see, right? Here, if I just want to know which category is giving more sales to me, everyone can give the answer for that. It is showing grocery is giving more sales to me, right? Why? A pictorial format will give you a conclusion, easy to analyze, need not to put your efforts on that to analyze it, because it's already giving a meaningful insight from a pictorial format. That is the reason human prefers a picture image. Instead of giving an oral communication, instead of giving a raw format, instead of giving a text format, if I give a pictorial format, people will adopt very easily. That's the reason today people are looking for, I can say, visualization tool, right? That's the reason people are more looking for the videos, other things, instead of reading the books. The simple answer is just saves the time, right? Easy to take a call. That's how the management also works when you're working on the management. Am I clear on this one? I can share you the PPT, guys. Don't worry on that one. In a chat window, I'll share it to you. However, you can get into a material box also. So don't worry on that PPT slides, other things. Yes, guys, you guys can place your queries in a chat window. Okay, so please put in over there. So easy to see and give an answer in appropriate queries. Based on that, I'll give the answers. Okay, now this is one of the example. Let's go ahead with another example of pictorial format. Now, if I just ask you whether I'm giving more sales in a weekdays or weekends, by just seeing the visual, you can easily say that weekends are giving more sales to me, around 60%. Similarly, if you just go ahead with this third visual, time of the day, you can easily say at what is the duration of the time where I'm getting more business for me, more sales to me, right? By just seeing the percentage format, you can easily come to know that 6 to 10 p.m. is most trafficable things where I'm doing more business for my organization. So if you are having these information, your raw format into the visual format, it becomes very easy to take a management decision calls. That is the reason today it's a very booming product. Many people say, what is the reason why people are searching or companies looking for these type of portfolios? This is the reason, right? Where you can take a business decision calls, right? Very easily, very effectively, or very, I can say, accurately, you can work it out on those things. I hope it is clear on this one. Now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so let us come to know, because today we are working on the Power BI tool. What is a Power BI tool? Power BI tool is a business analytics tool, or in other word, I can say a data visualization tool which has been developed by Microsoft, right? It has enabling the users to connect with various sources. Now, you know very well that when you're working with the organizations, we have different services are there, different applications are there. Just for a technical person, you have Excel is there, you have PPT is there, you have a PDF is there. If you have these files also, you can connect and you can work on the data, right? You may have text file is there, you may have a server. Now servers also, we have different servers. SQL server is there, Oracle SQL server is there, MS SQL server is there, SAP BI server is there. Like that, we have n number of server tools are there. We have MongoDB, we have open data sources are there, we have Azure cloud networking system are there, Google cloud network is there. Like that, a number of numerous, I can say, tools are there from which you can connect and you can make the raw format of a data into a visual tool, right? And one more thing, what we do is that with the data, we get a meaningful insight, as we had seen example on a PPT, right? Or the previous slide, where we had shown some visuals. You can easily able to analyze on that particular element. Sure, guys, I'll just share you the feedback link. You guys can share it. So I'll just share it to you guys for everyone. So please go ahead and please put your valuable feedback so that we can improvise from our side also when we are delivering next time the programming things. Because this is also information which need to be converted a meaningful insights from our side. Okay, this is also nothing but a data collection. Okay, now let's go ahead with this one. It will be a widely used in the organization to monitor the business performance, sharing insight, and making a decision or data decision driven calls. As we had already told that when you have the information, then obviously it will become very easy to take a decision calls. Yes, guys, I'll just request you that instead of raising your hands, put your query in a chat window so that I can just revert back to you on that. Okay. Let us just go ahead with the major components or major elements what we get in Power BI desktop or Power BI application. Okay, there are basically, I can say, three major tools are there. Fourth one is your mobile app services where you can use it. The first one is a Power Query. Yes, guys, you can download from a store, no problem. As I told you, the best one is the store only. So download from a store. Okay, you'll get a get option. Click on get, it get download and open the file. However, today we'll go ahead on the theoretical round only. Please do the installation part. Okay, then we'll just work out on the practical of query, desktop services on the upcoming classes. The first element is a Power Query. A Power Query is a ETL tool. When you say ETL, what exactly ETL stand for? Extract, transformation, and loading the data. So extract, transforming, and loading the data. So whenever we get the data, are you 100% sure the data is a cleaned one? Answer is may or may not be. So for cleaning and cleansing the part, we basically require a tool which is called as Power Query. So mostly it will happen when you're connecting from a flat files. Flat file means the files like text or a CSV or a PDF. There is a high probability chances you may have some errors. But yes, when you're connecting with the server, your 99% data will be clean. Okay. So in such cases, we basically use Power Query, which will be using for a cleaning and cleansing the data. However, we're going to discuss deeply when you're working on this tool. And this tool by default will get attached in your Power BI desktop. Even somebody using Power Query or Excel also, they also have this Power Query feature. Right? So as soon as you downloaded Power BI desktop, this will by default it gets to you. So need not to install separately on this one. I hope clear on this particular element. Now let's go ahead with the next one. The second one is Power BI desktop. I can say this is the major tool or the important tool which we are going to work it out. Right? So in this one also there are layers. We basically have called as types of views. Types of views. Just for layman point of view, I'll just show you in your Power BI desktop. So whenever you open the Power BI, it opens something like this. Just give a second. Let's open it. Now, this is the interface you get when you are opening the file. Click on blank report to work it out. Here you can see there are the 3 important view elements. These are the add-ons, but as of now not required to have a fundamental subject. This is a report view where we use the report for creating the visual structure. Right? When you say visual structure, it is already creating the visualizations. As you know very well that your Power BI tool is drag and drop. You drag and drop, your 60% works get completed with that only. Right? So whenever you take any visual, you just need to drag and drop in appropriate places. You have to drag and drop in appropriate places. Right? However, when you are working on the visuals, we'll try to work it out. But as somebody knows from an industry, we don't have entire information on a single table. Data will be diversified with multiple tables, right? Multiple primary tables, multiple secondary tables will be there to improvise data, performance optimizing the data. A structure of formatting data will be like that. Any reporting format, the data will be collected in various tables. Now, when you have various tables, the information such as sales information will be in one table, but sales related information will be another table, right? Just for an example, you have a product ID, right? Sales date is there, costing is there, other information is there. What is the product name? What is the size, right? From where it get received, that will be the one. Distributor ID will be there. Based on the distributor, the relevant of distributor information will be having another table, right? Similarly, if you are going for geolocation basis, we have another information. So any data will be diversified with primary information and a secondary information. We called as primary table and a secondary table, right? Mostly primary table is all your sales or your calculation related information you have it. Sales, purchase, quantities, these type of information you have it. And whereas your secondary table will have the only relevant data. Just for an example, you have distributor ID is there. What is the distributor name, right? Which location it is, from how long it is there, right? Is it active or not? All this information will be there in other table. And in this one, we don't have any calculated columns. When you say calculating, the columns which will use for summing, averaging, such as you have sales, profit, quantity. We don't have those type of information. Those are known as your secondary table. We also called as primary and secondary table. And until unless you connect the tables, you're not able to work with the tables. Until unless you connect the table, you're not able to work on the table, right? And to connect the table, we basically use a data modeling. We use the option called as data modeling, which will be used for creating a relation between the tables. Okay, a practical example we're going to work while you're working with the data set. Okay, coming to the next one is data, or you can say table view. We also called as a table view. Earlier used to called as data, but now it is a table view. Okay, so here we'll write down DAX. DAX basically stand for data analytics expression. In a simple word, for a layman point of view, formulas. Okay, so basically what we required whenever we are getting the data, are you getting all the meaningful insights? Are you getting your probabilities, possibilities over there? May not be. Basic generic things you can get it. Just for an example, you have year-wise sales is there. You can get year-wise sales. But in that, if you want to look for a specific country or specific condition, you may not get directly. So for that, we have to do some calculations. some filterizations, some analyzations. So where we are going to do that one with the help of DAX formulas under table. Okay, so calculations will be there with all the applications, all the tools, right? So if you required what is the percentage of revenue generated, you have a sales, but how to generate profit? So your client says that I required 20% right revenue on my sales. Now how do you derive the revenue? By writing some calculations, some formulas, right? Those are known as DAX. So which will be used for a development purpose. Am I clear till here? Anyone has a doubt? Okay. The next one is we have very important tool which is called as Power BI services. When you talk about the services, okay, we also called as a fabric also. In other words, in a latest terminology, we called as a fabric also. So this will be used, you actually using Power Query, you clean the data, right? By using Power Query, you clean the data. By using Power BI desktop, you develop the report. But this report need to publish, need to send to the end users. How you will able to do that? With the help of Power BI services. With the help of Power BI services. When you talk about Power BI services, it has the three major, I can say, layers. One is for sharing the report. Another one is scheduling refresh. Because nowadays, what is that? We have not a monopoly business. And if you're going with multiple businesses, we'll work on layer by layer. It will be going to change right, time to time also. Just take it as your, I can say, groceries items, or you can go for B2B business or B2C businesses, such as Blinkit, Swiggy, Zomato's, or I can say you have a Ola, Uber services are there. That will be drastically changed on a hourly basis also. To have a monetized report, to have the performance of the report, we can have a scheduler. At certain time, a scheduler can be refreshed automatically. Am I clear on this one, guys? If anyone has any queries, I'll just request you guys, just drop in a chat window so that I'll just look into that and I'll write answer to you on those things. I hope it is clear till here. Now let's move on to the next one, which is row level security. Right, we also called as RLS. What do you mean by RLS? Generally, when you're working on a report, now you are having throughout India or throughout the globe, you have the sales. And when you're sending the reports for a zonal basis, regional basis, south, east, north, right, west, and whenever you're sending the report for the south zone, they'll be able to access only their region report. They should not access the other region report. How you can give a barricade? How can you give a cluster on that one? With the help of a services called as row level security. I hope clear on this RLS part. I hope clear on this. Can I have data changing? Yeah, data changing in the sense, yes, obviously data will get changed when you say refreshment. Your data get increased. Scheduler, according to the time, it will get refreshed. Just for an example, every moment it will not get changed. Not like a live things, because that much big size you required, big performance you required, right? So that will not be there. But using the schedule refresh, for example, you required every half an hour my report should be refreshed, and you schedule it. As soon as the half an hour get complete, your schedule refresh triggers and your data get refreshed and you'll get latest report on that. That is the reason people are more attracted with these BI tools. Clear on this one? Okay. Now let's move on to the next element. See, in Excel, you do filter it. But when you publish the report, right, obviously, right, number of people are going to view the report, not single person. How you give a role, how you give a security for that, right? Is the person is south or north or west, with the help of a row level security process. So when you're going with this tool, we're going to discuss on that one. Okay. However, we'll go ahead deeply on the subject wise, right? So this is just a basic intro part. Let me just check it out because we scheduled for 2 hours. I'll just check it out from the team, right? Whether we can have an extended session or we'll have the session in the next time, upcoming time, right? We'll compensate on that. We'll try to discuss on that one. So small doubt. We have filter option. Then what is the difference between? As I told you, right? The security when you publish, right? Till you have the application with you, you're filtering and giving it out. But when you publish, you don't have a control on yourself. It should automate it. For that, we use RLS. It also do the filtering, but on a conditional base for which persons I need to show what type of report that will be changing dynamically or person to person. Just give me a minute. I'll just check with the team, right? Whether we are going to compensate the time, right? Now by giving some half an hour incremental, or we have 1 hour, right? One particular session will get added. I'll update you on that one. Just give me a moment. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll just check with the team, right? How we're going to have a compensate on the time element. I'll come to that. In meanwhile, if anyone has any doubts, queries till now, whatever the elements we discussed, you can put across with me. You can just paste in chat window so that I can answer for those things. I'll just request you guys, you raise your hands, okay, fair enough. But eventually to write down, right, to know the query, put in the chat window so that I can answer for those queries. Okay. Yes, we do going to have an explanation on DAX, and even we are going to use how we can use the AI application to simplify your work. Okay, guys. Sushmita, are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir, I'm here.
So how we'll proceed? Can you just write?
Yeah, sure, sir, definitely.
that'd be
So
great.
if we are done, we will wind up for the day. So we'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m., sir. So whatever the classes which you have asked me, like the previous 1 hour, I'll inform you about that, sir. And for the upcoming class, I will let you know. For today, we are just going to wind up the class.
Sure. And however, guys, I'll just share you this particular material that is a PDF, right? PPT part. However, what are the content we require to practice it out, like sample material, other things. We'll try to discuss on those elements also, right? I'll just share it to you through by using your LMS portal. Right, you can just go ahead and work it out. Amit already explained you on that one, I think so. So you can just go through with that one, download the right files, and you can start working it also from tomorrow onwards. However, today we'll upload it to you by UOD. It will get uploaded. Tomorrow onwards, you can access on the data part also. Okay, by this, I'll just wrap up this session from my side. If you have any concerns till now, please let me know. We'll continue our further process from tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Yeah, have a great time,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, dear faculty members, as you all to be informed, like in the starting, like every day you have to mark your attendance, which we are sharing in a chat, which I had already shared, and just now I shared it again. Kindly mark your attendance, and the attendance will be active only till 5:30. So it's active between 4:30 to 5:30. Before that, kindly mark your attendance. Okay. And one more mandatory thing, which already informed, 60% of attendance is very mandatory to get a certificate. So you have to secure 60 or above 60% of attendance. Make sure that you will be attending a live session every day and marking your attendance. And please don't watch the recordings and come back to asking for the certificate. So this attendance will be captured only to the live. If you have attended lively, then only we will capture the attendance. I hope you all understood. Okay, fine. So we are done for the day. We are going to be wind up. We'll meet again by tomorrow. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.